we are doing a Need for Speed ghost run, and as you probably saw in the last video, I didn't have cops on me, but the concept of that ghost run was essentially to have cops on me, do the ghost run. I'm gonna redo it possibly because that one didn't come out as great as I wanted it to. It was more so just a showing of what car I had at the time, and in this case I'm with the Audi S5, and the Audi S5 is essentially a brilliant car to run with, especially at night. I prefer it mainly because it rides on all terrains perfectly fine. And the second thing is I've completely whited out the license plate. I was looking for a black one, it would have blended in with the exterior much better, um, but that's just to give it, you know, that authentic feel to it. So here we go, back onto the map. I'm gonna get some cops on me, I'm gonna get to heat level 5, and after that we will try and do an escape. Now the main premise is to escape from the cops using the quote-unquote ability that I have, which is drive into a pitch black area, somewhat like this, just a little darker without any sort of lights in it or anything, and switch off the car completely so that it blacks out all the way. The issue with this is the cops in the game aren't relatively intelligent. Some of them are smarter than others, and some are just absolutely terrible at what they do. And I am currently starting out with 0 rep as well, so I'm going to have to take some time to try and boost that so that I can get to heat level 5 and do what I do best: escape. Now I am obviously no perfectionist here. I'm gonna crash, I'm gonna slam into lots of walls. I'm human at the end of the day. I'm just looking for the police, which don't seem to be parked anywhere here currently. It's usually where they are in the daytime, but then again, nighttime I guess they're roaming around, skulking around, looking for their next victim. I guess the best way to do it now would actually be to just cut to when I am at heat level 5. And ooh, I just knew this was here. To cut when I am heat level 5 and just take it from there instead. Which is a mission, it's fairly easy, it's just that I need to actually find a way to get there. I know I could do like races and stuff, and oh, there's a cop. I will find you and try not to crash into hard objects. So heat level 1 and 2 aren't exactly that challenging, especially considering the car that I'm in. It's relatively quick. Wow, you're doing a great job, kind of just sitting there. How close am I? How close do you reckon I can get? Ooh, that was very close. Wait. Okay, I'm now against him in game. I'm just gonna give him a big nudge. He seems to be totally fine with me parking him right here. Alright, well, let's give him a little love tap. And there we go. He detected impact. No thanks, I'm good. Yeah, I'm escaping. I'm escaping way too quick. I must turn around. He must chase me. Chase me! Please! I desire to be caught. Or at least, you know, I desire the thrill of the run. Come on, do something. Something interesting. Ooh. I'd like to see you try. Come on. I'm trying to outrun you. It's working. I feel like I'm gonna take too many hits by the time I actually escape, so I'm just gonna roll around. I'm going to escape you first, and then I'm going to kick it into reverse and floor it. Do I only have one cop on me now? Oh no. It's not out of sight, you... Uh, I've literally driven... Come on.
Stop on the side of the road already.
Come on. See what you got.
Thought you could evade me? Ha!
I am evading you. I did. You drove past me. Okay, now would be a good time to actually get to a gas station of some sorts. And this is usually the point at which the cops become extremely ferocious and start chasing me. Okay, cool, let's get to heat level 2.
Hey, numbskull in the Audi, pull over.
And believe me, I'm crazy enough to keep hitting cops until I actually do get there. So... Oh, he's been decommissioned. Great.
Don't make me chase you.
Okay, there we go. We're at heat level 2 now, and we're about to push it. You're probably wondering why I chose an Audi S5 for this and not one of the other cars, like the starter cars, the Koenigsegg, the Lamborghini, which are all really great cars. The only issue is that they put a lot of power down at the same time. It's not a slow rise and it doesn't hook up very well, so what ends up happening is you end up being in a position where you switch off the car, you restart it, hit the gas, you don't move anywhere, you accelerate too quickly. And in this car, what happens is you kind of just go. Like, there's not really that much of a delay. I'll actually, if I can escape this cop, I'll demonstrate it. Which is, oh, I didn't notice that was there. Okay. Oh well. Here we go again. Yeah, they're behind me. Like, getting the heat level up is I wouldn't, it's not boring. Like, normally what I would do is race until eventually I got it up to a certain level. This is quite fun though. Let's see if we can 360 juke him. Okay, there we go. It appears the more you hit the cops, the more your rep goes up, which I'm very tempted to do. I just don't want to break the car completely and then end up being one-tapped. Come on, it's a battle, let's go. Calling for backup. Backup now, really? Oh, you definitely felt that, and you made it creepy as well. Okay, there we go. Now we're at heat 3. Now we can start actually traveling distance. In this car it'll be maybe a few meters until eventually I start escaping. Okay. Maybe 360. Right here. Turn back. Just a little left tap and gone. I'm about to take this turn very hard and very steep. Okay, so I'd imagine that in most scenarios you're probably not interested in the ghost run. You're more so interested in, am I gonna get caught? The long story short, I might. I tend to crash into odd objects that aren't moving once in a while, and it becomes quite an issue because I'll do a perfect run without the camera on, and the minute it starts, I'm just absolutely terrible at it. See, like something like that, the cameras will be off and they just won't catch it. It's a lot more difficult to actually get my heat level up than I thought it would be. I thought it would be quicker. I don't have an issue with it. Normally I'm trying not to get it up whenever I'm doing races, but then again that's when it does skyrocket. Oop, big objects, careful. I'm kind of just staying in the city currently, mainly because it is the place with the most twists and turns, in which I can escape very quickly. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, cool.
Pull to the side. Come on, let's get this over with.
Not until I hit heat 4. The aim of the video in itself is essentially to disappear. Okay, he's coming this way very, very quickly. I'll take this route up here, and I'll just lightly move it around there. Maybe heat 3 is high enough. I don't know. Heat 5 is usually when they start to get quite persistent. But it doesn't really matter, mainly because the helicopter in this game does absolutely nothing, so it doesn't matter too much to me. The aim is essentially to see whether or not the cops will see me if I have a completely blacked out car, switch off my engine, and kind of just sit somewhere. That would be the ideal scenario. This is a very persistent cop. This dude, like, I stole his lunch in like a past life or something, because he's just not letting up here. Come on, man, just let me leave. You're holding me hostage at this point. I'm having fun though, drifting around these corners. Seems like a very smooth road. Love to drive down here one day. In real life, just for more context. It seems kind of odd to say I'd love to drive down this road. It's just nice, twisty. Got a lot of corners to gap in. And oh, nope, I thought I'd escape there. I'm persistent. I like the audio. Like the audio of these cops. It's just it's perfect. It feels, you know, realistic. It feels natural, almost organic. But even though it's just pre-recorded, it would be cool to see like AI kind of take over the internal audio of games as a whole. Not all games, certain ones. Certain ones would be quite nice to see. All seems a bit more of a stretch. It'd be kind of weird if an AI started learning your name. Like, hello there, Dan. How are you doing today? I'm like, nope. Switch off the game. Just turn it off. I don't want that type of information out there. Wow, these guys are really persistent. It's like having Vin Diesel chase me. Can bet you it's a Charger or one of those old school Fords chasing me as well. I'm cutting it very close with some of these dodges, like genuine. You see? Knew it. That's a Corvette. Okay. Well, this seems to be an issue. I thought I'd make like a 20-second video about this. Instead, it may just be 2 hours if this dude doesn't get off my tail. Let's see if I can shake him properly now. Through the dirt. Over there. Nah, not for long. Should have taken that ramp, but... Oop. Whoops. Okay, there we go, finally. Now the aim would be to get off the high. There we go. There we go, there we go. Alright. And that's a ghost round. I did almost get spotted a second time, but I just escaped it. So I should be good right about now. And merge back onto the main road. This is just for me to get back. Like the real fun really starts once like I've escaped completely. They kind of stop looking, and then there's cops that drive and patrol the area. I I I, I kind of use those guys just to, how best to say it, I kind of use this feature just to kind of avoid them. It oddly enough helps quite a bit because they don't really see you because they're not aware. Like sometimes what you'll have is like one dumb cop who is aware that just kind of bypasses you, and then the other one will roll up behind him and be like, "Oh, I'm extra aware. I see you." But no, in normal everyday driving, like now they're kind of searching in a separate area. If a cop happens to, let's say, be driving my way and they've completely lost the will to search and possibly want to live, they just sort of drive past me, and I can switch off my engine, park on the side of the road, and they don't see me. So I guess that's pretty much it. One ghost run accomplished. Blacked out wheels, tires, plates. If you want the build, I'll show it to you now. This is the S5. Do love the look of it though. It's sleek, it's mysterious. I do have ultimate parts, a few pro parts, but the pro parts are essentially just not to mess up the main build of it. It's all about how much it handles, how much it drifts, and I like an even balance between the two because I do like to drift and have fun with it, but I also want it to handle enough so that I can make those quick, precise maneuvers. And you'll notice that in all my cars, I prefer to use a drift differential, mainly because it helps the tires turn a lot more, so you get a lot more accuracy around your turns. You also get a steeper incline, or would it be an incline? It's steeper turn radius, to put it in car terms, so your wheels turn a lot more in one direction as opposed to the other. And then for tires, I try to use road tires. I only have a few racing parts in here, but that's because the Audi S5 is built to be a racing car, and I will explain more about that in my next video. That one will possibly be on how to really amp up and precisely engineer your cars so that they're built to race, drift, or just make it easier to modify them. Mainly because most videos that I see kind of explain it as, you know, use this build that I've got and use this item that I'm using. I prefer to kind of give people the in-depth reason as to why. As you'll notice, that little dot there tends to dot around the more we move through all of the different variants of tires, and it's essentially using that to amp up how your car feels, how it rides, how it moves. I do like those, just flow seamlessly. Let's see. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for joining me on another video. I hope to catch you next time in the next one. Enjoy, have fun, and I'll check you guys later.